From now on, Minister Hayashi's regular press conference will begin. Minister, the floor is yours, please.
Yes, I have 2 points to mention at the outset. First, North Korea this year has repeatedly conducted provocative actions by repeating launches of ballistic missiles at an unprecedented frequency and manner. Under such a situation, on the 18th last month, ICBM-class ballistic missile was launched, which fell into the Sea of Japan, which is Japan's EEZ. This is a serious and imminent threat to Japan's security and also is a threat to peace and safety of the region and international community, which is unpermissible. Under such a situation, in coordination with the U.S. and ROK at the cabinet meeting today, agreement was made that on the issues of abduction, nuclear and missile, to reach a comprehensive solution to those issues as additional measures, Japan will additionally designate freezing the assets based on the foreign exchange law of 3 organizations and 1 individual, which were related to developments of nuclear and missiles banned by the Security Council resolutions. On the issues of abduction, nuclear and missile, Japan strongly asks North Korea to take concrete actions. We will continue to cooperate closely with Japan-US ROK, cooperate with international community for denuclearization of North Korea.
Next, second point. On the 9th of December, the 10th Japan-Australia Defense and Foreign Ministers meeting 2+2 will be held together with Defense Minister Hamada in an in-person format in Tokyo. From Australia, Foreign Minister Won and Deputy Prime Minister and Defense Minister Miles will attend after they visit Japan. Australia is a special strategic partner for Japan, which shares universal values and strategic interests. In this consultation, based upon the outcome of leaders' meeting in October when Prime Minister Kishida visited Australia, including the signing of Japan-Australia Joint Declaration on Security Cooperation, we will discuss specific measures to further strengthen security and defense cooperation between Japan and Australia. We will have such specific discussions. Also, given the strategic security environment, which is becoming increasingly severe, while sharing each other's recognitions on regional and international situation, we would like to make this an opportunity to confirm further cooperation on a bilateral basis as well as with like-minded countries. That's all for me. Thank you.
If you have any questions, please raise your hand. After you are appointed, please move on to the nearest microphone. Mention your name and affiliation. Iwasawa-san from NHK. I am Iwasawa from NHK. About additional sanctions to North Korea, about the nuclear missile activities in North Korea, you have been conducting measures such as freezing assets, including the new additions. What's your view about the effectiveness of these sanctions? It's difficult to say in general terms the effects of measures against North Korea, but so far, Japan conducted measures based on the United Nations Security Council resolutions and Japan's own measures. Considering the difficult economic situation of North Korea, I believe a certain level of effect is seen. We will continue to secure effectiveness of relevant Security Council resolutions and thoroughly implement measures as Japan is concerned.
Nakamura-san of TBS. TBS Nakamura, regarding the Samurai Blues victory, the Japanese team after the German game today, a stronger power Spain was also defeated by Japan by turning the results around. Did you see the match yourself in the morning, and what is your future expectation? At the FIFA World Cup Qatar game today, Japan defeated a stronger house Spain, and now is proceeding to the knockout stage for two consecutive games. I am delighted since this took place in the morning very early, so I didn't watch the game myself, but I saw the news this morning. At the knockout stage, more than before, I hope that the Japanese team will demonstrate even stronger teamwork so that they can proceed to be best 8 and above, and hopefully win the tournament. Thank you.
Hamamoto-san from IWJ. Hamamoto from IWJ. My question is about the Unification Church. The Unification Church has collected donations from Japanese followers and was sent to the head office of South Korea, and it is being said that this has been donated to North Korea. More than 10 billion yen. A part of that may have been used for the development of nuclear missiles of North Korea. And if that is true, the activities of Unification Church is a threat to Japanese security. This is an international organization crime. And even if the church is dissolved in Japan, this problem will still remain. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs, working together with the National Police Agency, would you ask to resolve those issues through the cooperation of Korea and ask for a return of donations? And also, is it possible to pursue the employer's liability of their leader, Han Hakja, and other members of a church? Because of the nature of this issue, as for individual concrete responses, as you have asked, it's not appropriate to disclose. So I will refrain from answering, but the Ministry of Foreign Affairs will continue to cooperate with relevant government agencies and approach the issue of a former Unification Church.
Takahashi-san of Asahi Shimbun newspaper. Asahi Shimbun, Takahashi, thank you. About the Gunkanjima Island, the Meiji restoration, Japan's industrial asset. Some media reports say that Japan submitted a report to the UNESCO side, and this labor was applied to all Japanese nationals as well, so there was no discrimination against Koreans. Could you confirm the facts? And also, this at the Industrial Asset Information Center, are you going to change the exhibition contents? In 2021, based upon the resolution adopted by the World Heritage Committee, the 44th Committee in 2021, we submitted the Conservation Status Report on the 30th of November to UNESCO World Heritage Center. This report demonstrates that Japan has been taking this resolution very seriously and responding to such a resolution at the World Heritage Committee. Clearly, and going forward, we'd like to strengthen the exhibition's contents, and in this report, there is a specific direction mentioned in the document to respond sincerely to the resolutions at the World Heritage Committee. The Japanese government is going to make appropriate responses. About the specific contents of this report, this will be published on the website of the Cabinet Secretariat, so please refer to it.
Last question, Chugoku Shimbun, Higuchi-san. Next week, end of next week, there's going to be an international Wiseman meeting. When Prime Minister Kishida was a foreign minister, he was a member of those experts, but the scope will be widened to political leaders. So what is the significance of that? And what effects do you expect as a member? What is your view on this issue of a first meeting? The first meeting is not yet being held at the moment. And for this international experts meeting, as for the discussions and the outcome, I refrain from making any predictions. But at this meeting, nuclear countries and non-nuclear countries both will participate. So beyond each country's position, we should come up with our ideas, and including incumbent and former political leaders with their involvement to realize a world without nuclear weapons. I hope there will be a free and active discussion for that purpose. This concludes the press conference. Thank you very much.